Hello everyone and welcome. Yes, the TM Roots of War here, and we finally get our first win. So stay tuned for the full highlights with TM versus KAOS in our first win on Roots of War. Hello, so yes, smash a like, comment and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons videos with me, MrSneakyy, and today we have a massive highlight reel all cut up ready for you guys so you can enjoy all of the different open field experiences before the full live gameplay comes out later on today. So as you can see here in the opening, we do the same as always, and I've honestly loved this strategy in Roots of War. I rock 4 cavalry marches because I rock the Spring Wardens faction, and we're able to really quickly use the Craig and Atheist flying march with all that march speed in the mobility tree and the march speed with both heroes to actually capture a load of really quick buildings very fast, and it causes an issue for the enemy team because they might think we have more troops here already than they do, and it allows us to potentially sneak a free win in those points, right? If we get the first capture, we're happy as days. So I really do like that opening, and I thought I'd always showcase that. But here, after that opening was done, we sent our troops back. You can check out the live gameplay of what happened in between. But we've got our 3 cavalry marches now all set up, and we're trying to get them basically together. And what I'm aiming for, my strategy here, even though we are really outnumbered, I want to try and buy time, because I knew on the way here we had more of our troops on their way. So if I could come in here now and use my cavalry to instantly blast with all of this skill damage, as you can see, with my artifacts onto these mage players that are really out of position on that left side, it allows me to basically give my team a better fighting chance for when those reinforcements came. So that was my game plan in this. It was only, again, the first 10 minutes. I wasn't too bothered, if you want to say, with the amount of troops I was going to lose. So you can see we were trying to micromanage all of those zones. So what we did was, afterwards, we did basically start fighting more on this left side, and we brought out more of a full 5 march setup. So instead of using cavalry, we have some cavalry and some archers and mages and infantry, right? So we've got a nice mixture of troops. And here you can see some really good focusing here, and what the enemy don't realize is what my marches actually are, because they are focusing on that Nico Canara, which is honestly pumping out a ton, and I mean a ton, of physical counter-attack damage. And with the Shadow Blades proc as well, it is eating them. However, what they don't realize is all of these guys, the Freygar and the Bakshi, these are cavalry-based marches with my infantry. And even though they've killed my archer, I have way more damage still because the cavalry have such a good unit advantage against archers. I'm going to be able to clean those up and then go straight onto these mage marches. And what I do is I kill the Lilia first, and my teammate actually goes and starts to kill the other Atheist. So we're able to kill both of these, and once we were finished with this fight, we are able to then start hitting down the Tree of Courage, and my Madeline does eventually take it with some help of reinforcements that are nearby that come. So let's move on to the next area, because honestly these gameplays get even more cracked and crazier the longer and longer we got into this game. So now, as you can see, we're already at the halfway point, and again, if you want, check out the full live gameplay. It will be uploaded a little bit later, so don't forget about it. But we are using here calves. We're going to use our calves to just buy it again sometimes. We don't use all of our archers and mages, so then we're able in the late game to go really hard and actually push the open field advantage with all of our actual troops that we care about, right? Because if we're getting really good trades and kills right now with our cavalry, which we don't really use or power up, well, we're gonna get even more out of it. So here you can see, and it's a really nice little cavalry job. We've got a little goon squad here almost, and we're pushing around into this flank. So what happens is, as you can see, I start to refresh my troops, we move on, and basically on the other side, we move and help. And the reason why we've switched sides here on the minimap and we've got a full amount of troops is the Lifestone. That Lifestone is going to be available in 5 seconds. So we fought, and as you can see, it spawned on this side. So we need to gain control of that area. So I thought this was a really nice little transition and understanding why we was on one side. We did some really nice little blitz of cavalry gameplay, but then once we refresh, we really did need to go to that Lifestone. Obviously without the Lifestone, you could potentially lose this game, and this one is a really close game here, 15,000 to 26.9. honestly, 2 Lifestones from the enemy could swing this in their favor if they get the good capture bonus, which they currently do on the map. They have quite a lot of buildings now building up while we are trying to maintain our Lifestone. And what we do here, and it's an amazing teamwork base as this is being played through the background as I'm commentating you can see we are protecting our guy, and when we beat them, we didn't back off. We kept pushing. We wanted to create as much space, so if we did lose, well, these guys have to march even further, away from the Lifestone. So it's going to take them longer and longer to get to the guy carrying it compared to just fighting as close as you can to him, right? So it's a really good little bit of open field gameplay there what I really enjoyed doing. And honestly, this Nico and Lilia was doing a massive amount of jobs here, and I'm just showcasing already 11,000 points, and that is 19 minutes into the game. We're ranked 5 in the total amount of points, which is really cool. And at the moment, my Madeline, if you was wondering, and that was what the quick little blip were, we were just showcasing the Madeline is garrisoned in a building, and I'm the garrison leader for that. That's why we got the artifact on, and if we gain points passively, it's better than nothing, right? So that's what we were doing, and right here we're just finishing off the last bit of our Nico health before moving on to the next open field area, which is honestly one of the most craziest moments in this game mode, because as you guys know, through the open field in Roots of War, every 15 minutes a behemoth is being able to be spawned by a Beastmaster. And as you can see here, we're already at 17 minutes in and we're getting close. And from there, we did that really good push, right? And we took the Lifestone, and KAOS thought they could take advantage and try and take our right hall, because they've already been taking some of those buildings. So this is actually a good plan on their behalf, but we have now got reinforcements here, and this is honestly some of the best PvP prioritizing our alliance does here. So what we've got to do is start focusing down the red bars. It's as simple as that. And if I can target the mages, that's what we're going for. So you can see I'm already on this Lilia, and we're targeting the Lilia, and we're going to melt her. And once we've taken down that Lilia, guess what? We move on to the next closest layer and the next one, and then the Atheist. And the reason why I'm doing this is I'm trying to remove as much AoE damage from the open field against my team, because I know I've got really strong archers. I know I could use my Shadow Blades, which you saw me use, and I could do a massive amount of AoE damage, which absolutely wrecks a magic player's wet dreams, basically, right? And from this, you can see, look, we are doing a fantastic job. Yes, they've got one infantry player still blocking us in, but us as a TM Murder Ball here, focusing up correctly. We are now going on to the next Lilia target here, and it's a Lilia versus Valen, and look at that, instantly gone. And we're going to now push forward and clear up all of the mess that was left of these guys and reclaim this territory. And while we've been doing that, we're still winning, right? And we've won so far by over 15k score, and this is where things are going to get close, because if they do get at the moment a Lifestone, they could potentially snatch this from us, because they do have a lot of those massive buildings. But here is where the behemoth I wanted to save until you guys could see it, the Flame Dragon. This Flame Dragon gameplay you're about to see is just phenomenal, right? Everyone wants to see some epic Behemoth gameplay, and this is what potentially could be happening even in open field gameplay. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if you watch, we are pushing with that Flame Dragon, and the enemy knows this and they need to respond, because at the moment if you look at the top right corner of the map, you'll see that little white dot, and that is the life stone going into our zone, meaning we are securing the win. And this is where things start to go crazy, because we know now, guess what, we're safe. So we are going for kills and we're going to go brutal here. So now we're using the TM Flame Dragon and all of our reinforcements, and you can see them slowly coming up from the bottom all here, and there KAOS responds with their Flame Dragon. It's Flame Dragon versus Flame Dragon for this open field experience, and as you can see, it's in the last 10 minutes of the gameplay. So if you wanted to check this out again later on, the live stream of the full 1 hour gameplay will be uploaded, so you can check this out and watch the full fight, as this might be cut off because I don't want to obviously spoil too much for you guys. I want you guys to watch that full video. It's a really big banger, constant fighting here. But you can see I am using my infantry as the front line now. I don't care. I've got actually a pretty good MrSneakyy combo, even though we've not got a good artifact on because we was garrisoning here. But look at it. Double Dragon on the field. They're doing their jobs. Everyone's trying to do some work. There you can see rank 3 for myself on that massive point score. And it just gets more chaotic. Look at the massive AoE damage dealt by the KAOS Flame Dragon dealt then on the TM members. Like, we were getting absolutely wrecked, but look at the TM Dragon. It's doing just as much work. It's terrifying it. But that's the big change there, if you saw, and I didn't want to spoil it and I'll let you guys watch it. But the big KAOS Dragon timed out, meaning we used our Flame Dragon later than theirs to get that tempo advantage. And I don't want to spoil it, but I'll let you guys watch it in the full live gameplay area. So this is the last little bit now. They basically finished off what was going on, and now you can see it, the ending push by KAOS. This is a massive war for the last 4 minutes of the game, and you can see here some really good prioritization, and I am using my Madeline as a tank, and they are scared. This thing is doing some work right here. She is being a great frontline unit, and we have our teammates here frontlining with us, and because of that, look, Chaotic absolutely gets melted while my infantry units are still going. We're going to move forward to the next infantry unit, and we're going to try and clear out all of that basic infantry front line, because if there's no front line, guess what, the cavalry can come in and kill the back line with the mages, archers and infantry, and that is what cleans up a lot of combat here. And our Madeline finally dead there while we was explaining the situation. We're getting targeted straight away by that nasty Nico, but we've still got Lilia, and we're going to go in. We're using as much as we can. Massive AoE on our artifacts, as well as the skill damage of everything coming out. And I just wanted to let you guys know, if you've not noticed, yes, the gameplay currently is speeded up, just obviously for time purposes. I don't want this video to go over 20, 30, 40 minutes when we're already doing a massive 1 hour video. So this is trying to be fast gameplay highlights for you, and I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, honestly guys, I would love to hear your comments below. Like and subscribe for more daily Call of Dragons content with me, MrSneakyy. I'm here trying to give you better and educational videos every single day for the game. And as you can see, we are slowly improving the way and the formatting of some of these videos, including the Roots of War, where honestly I want to try and be an esports caster for this game mode. If there is a spectate feature, who knows, there would be maybe a potential. But you can see there at the end, we're going rank 3 and we're already at 20.8, and we finished around 21,000 points, meaning we doubled the individual requirement that was needed to get the 10 heads that we will be getting for the first time in Roots of War with our 43,000 alliance score against the KAOS. Honestly, you guys, KAOS was a blast. I love the fact that you guys even jumped in to the live stream and congratulated us and said thank you for the game. You guys honestly are a blast, and honestly anytime I can in the future hopefully record you guys in your Roots of War, I will do so. But right now we've got to showcase the end. These are the last stats. You can pause these at any moment to see the stats, as well as the final areas where we can see the rewards claimed, which is the 10 heads as I just said, as well as even all the players that was in the game. So we're going to go and check out our alliance. You can see our top 3 score, amazing. But when we go down, you can see the top 4 and 5, and then the top 10, and then the final basically 20 and 30 players. So congratulations to all the tier members who fought in this Roots of War. And until the next week's video on Roots of War, I hope to hear all of your guys' praises and comments below, like I said. And until the next video, stay safe, stay sneaky, remember to hit the subscribe button and like. And until then, peace out everyone.